So we're just going to look at some control from guard from a striking point of view. Okay, so we've kind of talked about having a hands on the belly to control posture and stuff. That's great, but Jay can obviously start punching me in the face. So it's not protecting my head in any way, shape or form. So we're going to look at a bicep and armpit control today to look to stand. Then off of that, we're going to start adding some leg attacks. So leg locks from a guard top position, which I don't think we've done yet. We did guard bottom, didn't we? The single X, X and all the other stuff. So we're going to kind of switch it up today and do it the other way. So obviously in this position I've got to be a little bit careful. We talked about not having our hands in a position where we can get arrested. Okay, so we're never doing that kind of thing. But unfortunately, to control the arms, we have to kind of go into that area, which means that our arms are now going into a position where we have to think there is a risk of getting armbarred. We take a bit of, we make a bit of a choice here where we either have control or we get punched. Okay, and if elbows are involved as well, it does get pretty painful pretty quickly. So we're going to start off with bicep control to begin with. Okay, so Jay tries to punch me now. It's obviously a lot harder. Okay, now from this position, all I'm going to do is just practice standing. If like Jay's very tall compared to me, I'm probably going to have to go straight to armpit control to straighten those arms out. Okay, so I'm going to build my base. So I'm going to start one leg at a time. So I'm going to lift up, making sure that those hands don't go down, and I've got that good control into this position, and then posture up. Then obviously from here, this is where we can start looking at striking, but we're just going to do this as a bit of a drill to begin with. Okay, so here, might throw some strikes, hands on the bicep if you're tall enough. If you're too short, hands into the armpits, build the frame, posture up. Yeah, a couple of strikes, so I'll just have his hands out. A couple of strikes, and then back down. So it ends up being a little bit of a cardio drill as well. Okay, so we're just going.
One side for one.
One person's going to do it for a minute, and then the other person's going to switch over.
And the armpit control is better than the bicep, or the
Depends on length. Like if Jay comes into my guard, because Jay's got significantly longer arms, he can control my arms really well from bicep control. He doesn't need to go armpit. Yeah. So for me, my limb length isn't long enough to actually start creating problems. Sometimes it can be a little easier for me to clear and start doing stuff, but like Jay's got really long arms compared to me, so his bicep control is way more effective than what mine is. Okay, it goes back to being a short ass. Okay, give it a go. 1, 2, 3.